Shamelessly Arguing with Vegans is a book available for free on earthhealingnetwork.com, demystifying 150 arguments against veganism that are all debunked in a clear and concise way. You could read and download it for free without any obligations, and it is only for a charitable cause for the healing of our planet. The only planet that we live on currently, planet Earth, is in danger, and we can help by destroying the negativity around us, the cruelest of cruel systems, animal agriculture, which is a systematic abuse, exploitation, enslavement, and murder of poor victim animals who have done nothing wrong but who are meek slaves who deserve their freedom. And as a reward for that, we get a planet to live on. So why not? There should be no arguments against this beautiful concept of veganism that is good for our own health, well-being, both mental and emotional, and for developing ourselves spiritually to become more conscious beings. So before I present the argument to be debunked for the day, I'm just cutting this tarot deck and picking up a random card. This card is a cruel one, the Ten of Swords. It shows a person being hurt terribly. What could be worse than this? It is called slaughter. Slaughter is one of the biggest crimes you can commit. In the entire history of mankind, there's not been a worse thing that we have done. Killing animals completely, taking away everything they ever had, their body, because they really had nothing else, taking away their body parts, taking away their secretions fast after abusing them, controlling them, using them for animal testing or entertainment, and then a painful death is the worst thing anyone could do against anyone else. And this is not your true nature. You can have a different meal, a vegan meal. You can have a different clothing, bags, belts, accessories, not made of leather, fur, silk, and other abusive products. You can be a better human being, but the animal cannot get a new life. Now, for the argument of the day, so the argument for the day is argument number 5. We are dark and light, yin and yang. Gods and goddesses are both dark and light. That's the way the universe is. Jesus ate fish, Krishna had dairy, God isn't vegan. There is Kali who wears a garland of corpses. So why should we be only good, and why should we not absorb evil qualities too? That's an argument number 5. Well, the world may be full of good and evil now. The Bible also is full of that, isn't it? Good and evil, which is called the Word of God. So there are all kinds of cruel practices of animal slaughter demonstrated in ancient texts and scriptures. Why are we choosing to focus on those parts, evil, right now, when we can choose good? We can be conscious ourselves. Why are we imitating others? Why are we imitating mythological characters or historical characters of the past? Why are we believing in a cruel version of God mixed up with a good one? Well, even if you focus on those beings such as Kali, Kali stands for death, yes, which is resonating with that card that came up. It was absolutely correct, a prediction of the argument we're going to get. Death can be cruel, but only if it's a natural death. Then it's supposed to be part of nature. Unnaturally killing, abusing, and hurting someone is not part of nature if you can avoid it. And we as human beings have the capacity to be that. We don't have to be like those carnivores. We don't have to be cruel beings who kill others and destroy others. If Kali, a dark goddess, wears a garland of skulls, that's only the demons that she has slayed, and those demons are metaphorical. Demons means our own bad habits, our own bad behavior that needs to be removed from us, destroyed. We have to reject the dark side of ourselves, and that is what the dark goddess means. The dark god, similar Shiva's dark aspect of destroying evil using his third eye, is for his mind power, his power of his consciousness, and he can destroy demons as well. Therefore, when Jesus performed exorcisms, he removed demons. Metaphorically, that means to us exorcising ourselves of our own dark practices, these dark devils of animal farming, animal testing, animal slaughter. This is satanic and we can be against it. Now, some people say, well, Ram, Sita in Ramayana used to hunt and kill animals, or Krishna used to have dairy, and Jesus had fish in Bible and all that. Yeah, he was a shepherd and he kept sheep, so animal farming is necessary. Well, those are old things. See, we say that so and so beings are perfect. We regard them as divine. That means there's no one above them. But think about it. All the gods and goddesses throughout history, Zeus, Odin, and Thor, and all those you see in your mythologies and movies and books, maybe they were omnivore. Those stories may be glamorous and sexy. Maybe those stories are important for certain aspects of the stories, but spreading ignorance and saying that we should be exactly like those beings is wrong. Scriptures can have limitations. So if anyone tells you that they have to be followed exactly, then what is your free will? What is your level of consciousness? Are you awake or are you just a mere robot? Well, you could think that even the Jains in India are now switching to veganism because their belief is that their religion is non-violence or ahimsa. It's taking time, but it is happening simply because they care. But even in those cults, there may be some people who really don't care. For example, my religion was Wicca, which means a core belief: harm none, do as you will, do not harm somebody intentionally, is really harmonious with veganism. Yet, I have a lot of friends who say they are vegan, but not vegan because they believe that it doesn't apply when it comes to other animals. So, these are the things that are ruining our world today. Beliefs that are self-limiting. All these good and evil, dark yin and bright yang, represent natural forces such as day and night. You need dark to sleep, so it doesn't represent you being a bad human being. All of these things are myths. We must not regard them as appealing any further. We must not follow scriptures, personalities, and beliefs that are shady. We must not follow the habits of carnivorous beings, of nature, saying that nature is both good and evil. We don't have to follow others at all. Spirituality is a beautiful thing. It's about looking within ourselves, being aware of your own self, your own consciousness. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What feels right to you? That is called spiritual awakening. Otherwise, we are unconscious, we are asleep, and we are unable to move on. So, who created this universe? What is our origin? Maybe things that are highly debatable and unknown, but our inner compassion, our inner good, our inner kindness is really the way to ascension towards the higher self, towards good and a complete rejection of all forms of evil. I hope you're with me, and please download from earthhealingnetwork.com this book and others that I have written.